welcome on board. This is, I think, first day of REI Expo, and we are seeing immense pleasure and the response from the many of the couple of foreign guests. So, what is your opinion into this?
So the industry is now on the set of Make in India, and it is booming, and the gigawatt scale is into play. Everybody is going ahead into gigawatt scale. There are new technologies that are being emerging technologies that will be available, and the end customer will be having multiple options to choose from. And more number of players will create more awareness about the solar, the green energy, and yes, of course, the first day is so exciting that we need to we are getting a very positive vibe regarding Make in India and the global solar emergence.
Okay, that's great. So, with respect to, we were discussing on the Chinese competition, right? Now, government has also introduced ALMM technology and other things to boost the Indian solar industry. So, what are your planning and perspective for the futures?
So, being a domestic module manufacturer, yes, we are being cushioned by the government by bringing in the rules like ALMM, wherein only ALMM approved modules are to be used in the forthcoming solar projects, and the new introduction of customs duty, which will protect the domestic manufacturers against the Chinese imports. Apart from that, the export market is also lucrative towards the African countries, European countries, and US to be specific, because they are also now becoming gradually a bit of anti-Chinese, and there has been a fast surge in development for export markets, wherein we'll be focusing not only over the domestic demand, but we'll be also focused over the exports from now onwards.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So you are looking the lucrative opportunities for the Indian market, right? So being if we go to the non-traditional way of solar, like the conventional, all the PV modules which is being used as the aluminum framing. Now you have introduced bifacial panels as well. So comparatively in India, bifacial is in the beginning stage. So kind of we can say that is into much more initial advancement than the foreign countries. So what do you see the feasibility of bifacial panels into India?
So the technology of bifacial has emerged because the production cost for solar cells will remain same. That's why the bifacial solar cell has came into play. And by using either glass to glass, two glass module, or either by using glass to transparent backsheet, you are able to take the advantage of the solar energy that is being generated from the rear side of the solar module. That's how bifacial has came into play. And yes, bifacial will be into the market. It is a good emerging technology, and bifacial is a proven technology. Thereby people will be able to generate more power output. So bifacial is an upcoming technology, and yes, we feel that bifacial will be the new technology that will be used forthcoming.
That's fantastic. So what is your present manufacturing capacity, and how are you going to expand or catering to the demand available in the market? Because there is a huge gap of supply demand available. So less material available while the demand is very huge.
Correct. So the current capacity that we are having is 400 megawatt. By February 2023, we are expanding to 1 gigawatt. And by July 2023, we'll be expanding to 1.5 gigawatt of module manufacturing capabilities. On the raw material side, we are manufacturing EVA and POE. The EVA and POE manufacturing capacities are 1 gigawatt of annual capacities. So we can use the same in the modules that are manufactured at our own premises.
That's fantastic. So you have the gigantic expansion plans for the Indian market specifically, or are you going to expand specific plans for the export facility as well?
Yeah, so for exports, we'll be catering currently from the same facilities that we are having, and then we will be expanding gradually, because there are fast changing technologies that has been observed as of now. So currently the technology that are prevailing and that will be available with us will be multi-bus bar technology with half cut, with full cell, and the traditional polysilicon technology, So with a mix of that, we'll be able to supply even the TOPCon, that is upcoming technology. Then the further in the further expansion, we can look at the new technologies that will be into play, like HJT. So slowly by 2023, 2024, we are planning to expand up to 3 gigawatt.
Oh, that's fantastic. So apart of the panel manufacturing facility, you are into EPC as well, right? And are you willing to enter into the other products of the solar industry?
Basically, to look at, we might enter into backsheet manufacturing, and EPC solutions we are providing domestically, and we are even doing the tenders issued by the government authorities. So our EPC arm takes care of that particular segment. Module manufacturing is our key area whereas we need to be highlighted as module manufacturer, and EVA is backward integration, wherein we need to have a quality control for the modules that are being produced, and EVA is a key component which controls the quality of the solar module. That's why we entered into the EVA market.
Okay, that's great. So, with respect to overall scenario, the EPC plus panel manufacturing and the other component manufacturing, you are going to capture the majority of the market, which is to be catered to your customers, right? Coming to the challenges, what are the challenges to be faced by the solar industries nowadays?
The challenges will be for the change in technology is the biggest challenge that everybody is facing, because nowadays every year there is something new that is being introduced. So to be in the market, you need to have a kind of a good R&D department which takes care of the change in technology. The equipment selection is plays a role, wherein your equipment should not be obsolete within a year or two, so that you are capable to upgrade the said equipment. So everything like that needs to be kept in mind. Moreover, the challenges comes from the government policies that has been unstable till date, because the removal of safeguard duty, the existence of safeguard duty, and again the implementation of BCD. It has played a vital role in demand postponement. So a stabilized government policy is anticipated from all the module manufacturers, all the solar cell manufacturers, to be into play and to have a level playing field wherein you can compete with the global market.
Okay. So that's great. So typically R&D is the main challenge area wherein we need to focus, or the any manufacturer of India has need to be focused, and so that the entire industry can revive or the do the betterment while with respect to the other countries, right? And that how we can move in fast into the market. So coming to the government policy, while government has a vision by 2050 that we are going to be net zero. So what would be the total potential for the solar, wind, or any renewable energy? You are saying that is it feasible, or it is just sake of we have to reduce the other processes as well?
Eventually, every state is targeted towards the focus of solar energy. The central target has been distributed state-wise. In fact, in the recent news, 4 states in India, in spite of being disruption of COVID, they were able to achieve the COVID targets that has been set out. So government is truly focused, and the Make in India and the International Solar Alliance are focused towards the implementation of solar energy. So the net zero target 2050 is achievable. Yeah, we might be lagging somewhere, so it happens everywhere. But sometimes it is a good day, sometimes it is a bad day. So on the good day, we'll be able to recover and rework those areas where we are lagging. And the kind of facilities, if you see 2019, 2020, people were talking about 100 megawatt, 300 megawatt of module manufacturing facilities. Now in 2022, everybody talks about a gigawatt, 2 gigawatt, 3 gigawatt of facilities that they are building up. So this kind of pace of change that has happened, and the scalability that is available in the market will ultimately be playing a vital role in the fulfillment of the government targets.
So that's great. So you believe that anyway government is going to achieve the net zero target by 2050, and definitely that will boost up the Indian economy, specifically for the renewable energy. While everyone is focusing, the other countries are also focusing export market, plus the Indian market is also growing on the higher side, right? So that is the great thing. And do you want to share something with us?
Yeah, so basically now being into the PV industry since last 1.5 to 2 years, I feel that it is a kind of commodity market, but along with that it has shifted to the service and the quality oriented thing. So being into the PV market, the final outcome that I feel is that everybody will now look for a quality module manufacturer wherein they'll get a best of services, best of infrastructure and best of product. So the focus will now shift towards the quality rather than the pricing or rather than the product portfolio that you are carrying. So we as a company are dedicated towards the quality phenomena. That's why we have entered into backward integration, wherein we'll be able to control the qualities of the raw material that has been used. And this Make in India boost will surely boost up the Indian economy on the solar front globally, and India will be the new emerging market wherein people will try to source as much as solar component as much possible, which will replace the Chinese demand.
Okay, so that's great. So he is Mr. Punit, young and dynamic director of PIXON Energy. He feels that definitely India will going to get the achievement of net zero energy by 2050, and he is very positive for the Indian future growth with respect to exports as well as the Indian demands, and they will cater to the with the quality, while the entire consumer demand is now moving from the price towards quality. Thank you very much, Mr. Punit. Thank you. Nice to meet you.